Are you tired of signing up for memberships that don't even give you any exclusive content? Well, come over to Death Row Records. Come over to AT2's channel where we will have exclusive content. We'll have pre-shows and after shows for all videos. We also will have exclusive interviews and mini vlogs from me when I'm on location, vacation, or wherever I am. I could be at the grocery store, at the gas station, getting a wrap. You just never know what's going on in my life. But anyway, come over to my channel, join the membership. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got 3 different levels. We got $6.99, $9.99, and $19.99. Now, some of you are probably wondering, like, AT2, your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Just say you can't afford it. You know I'm unemployed. Y'all need to help me out. I'm trying to pay some bills. I'm trying to do this full time. Anyway, y'all, just join the membership. We're going to have so much fun. Go ahead and get the perks down below. You'll see them all there. And you get to use these cool emojis as well, too. So I'll see you there. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. And also, if you would like to drop anything in my Cash App or anything like that, you can go ahead and send that. Okay, I'll stop it. All right. Deuces, y'all. The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. My internet ain't working and my guests aren't here, but we still gonna rock and do the damn thing. What's up, everybody? Let's go ahead and get on with the show. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. What's up, everybody? Hashtag TTRD. How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Hopefully everybody is good. Don't forget, you can go ahead and donate to the show. You know, they say I'm unemployed. I'll be begging for money, and I do beg, so there you go. If you want to be notified of the next show, please text me at 510-600-6676. Again, 510-600-6676. I'm going to leave that up there for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, let me say what's up to my people first. What's up, Brandis? What's up, Dorothy? What's up, Vegas girl? We got Rose. Rose, I see you up in here. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate that. Mina, what's up, Mina? We got Heather. Solo. Solo is one of the people that have been rocking with me for a long time, and I appreciate your back, Solo. Thank you. What's up, Stephanie? I see you too. We got Maria. We got Ann. Did I get all my members? No. One of my guests dropped off. Oh no. What's up, Dorothy? Unapologetically curious. Mina. I did say Mina already. Wendy. Who else we got up in here? Okay. Anybody else I missed? You know I love you, right? What's up, So Much Deb? And yes, we will be doing the after show after this show. So give it about like 30 minutes after the video ends. We'll be doing the after show. But let's go ahead and start out with something a little bit more serious. I actually just looked to see if it's been updated. And Kelly Price, according to her attorney, she is all right. She is still alive. She's just been recovering from COVID. She actually contracted Coviana towards the end of July. And so since then, we haven't really heard from her. And so her attorney has actually released a statement saying that she's actually safe and she's just recovering. But it was kind of nerve-wracking because when I first seen it, it was actually T.S. Madison who had said something like, hey, has anybody seen Kelly Price? Like, where is she? And, you know, people kind of thought like, oh, well, you know, she hasn't been around, you know, like what's going on? And then boom, TMZ dropped something that she was missing. So everybody was wondering what's going on. We got my guest here. Okay. coming back to the show for the second time in a week. We had so much fun last week, and I'm just happy that after everything she's been through this week, if she wants to get into it, we'll get into it on the after show. But I appreciate her for coming on. Oh no, she just got up. Hold on. Is she back? Okay. This is live, people. We are live. Introducing back to the show for the second time, Sweet Pea Diary.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you came back.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Hey guys. Hey mods. Hey chat.
Yes. Hey everybody. What's up, Starfish? What's up, Mike? I see everybody. What I was just letting them know was about Kelly Price. So there was a statement released by her attorney, and she is safe. She's just been recovering. So thank God. Like I was like, oh wow, this is crazy, because I was telling them, like, I think TS Medicine had posted something about Kelly Price missing, and then like TMZ reported it today, and I was like, whoa, she really is missing. Like, it's crazy thinking about it.
TS said, go around there and check on Kelly.
Right. That's the crazy part. Okay, now everybody see, this is why you can't work with colored people, because they always showing up late and everything. But going back to the show for the second week in a row. What's up, Levon?
Hey, I'm late. It's fine. Whatever. Come on now.
Oh, and we got
hey, sweet.
And we got the woman who actually started. I know you're just an avatar. Van Zant, back to the show. Welcome back.
Yes! Hello. How is everybody doing?
Oh yes, I recognize that voice.
What's
and
up,
Levon,
y'all?
I'm gonna start out with you. So Kelly, I don't know if you heard, but Kelly Price, she is okay. Her attorney did release a statement saying that she's safe. She's just been recovering from COVID and everything, so she's not missing. She is safe.
I did hear, but I'm very confused about this story. Like, what's taking her so long, or her people so long, to just say that? If nothing weird happened, then like I thought that she would, reply with a simple tweet, "I'm fine, guys," and take it. That's 30 seconds. Instead she disappeared. So I don't really know what happened. I mean, even if you're sick with COVID, you can tweet from your bed.
You do have a good point, because we have seen in situations, hopefully this is not the case, but we have seen in situations where they'll be like, oh, blah blah blah's good, nothing wrong with them, and then all of a sudden we hear the opposite, and it's all like, well, you just lied about it. And I understand privacy, you don't want everybody in your business, but it's weird that she just didn't post something. It came through an attorney. I didn't think about it like that.
And then the boyfriend, he wasn't letting the family in, and like, what is that all about?
Like,
I think
what the
that
hell
there's
is
like
he doing? Avatar Van Zant, what were your thoughts about the Kelly Price story?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not too loud. What I was saying is I kind of think that there was an underlining message that the family is trying to put out there. Maybe possibly they feel as though there's some alleged abuse happening, because I don't think that it's normal for her husband or her boyfriend to not know where she is, and then also to not allow the family to check in on her. That was very weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Solo allegedly. Solo said, I just heard she might have a drug problem. Ooh. Oh man.
That's fine.
The last time I saw Kelly Price, do you guys remember not too long ago, she was having a problem with a promoter of a show she was doing with, it was with that other celebrity. What is his name? Darn.
I forgot his name, but I remember because she made a statement, right?
Yeah, and it was like the promoter didn't have her sound right, and they took
they flew her there, and they didn't have her second payment. So she stayed in the hotel. Yeah.
Right. and she was just going off and like live after live after live.
She can't afford a hotel. What was the problem?
They flew her there
for a
and didn't have all of her money.
Life Jennings.
Life Jennings. Okay. Yeah. And and that's common. Like you usually get like your down payment first, and then you wait until it gets to the second half. For their security and your security, you get half up front, and then you get the rest when you actually complete the job. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand it, and I definitely get it. Why she would be like, oh well, y'all ain't got the rest of my money. I ain't performing. Exactly. It's common in the entertainment business. Hey Mel. But it's common in the entertainment business,
It's lovely. I wish it was Beyonce.
Beyonce would never.
But I'm just happy that, she's still alive. No matter what, is going on, we hope that she works out everything and, hopefully she can post on her own and, at least tell us something going on. We just want to hear her. She's an amazing singer, so definitely she is a treasure. So we just wishing the best for her here on this show. Moving on now, these next couple of topics are going to be heavy, you guys. Especially if you've been scammed out some money before. We're gonna start out with Karen Civil. We are going to start out with Karen Civil. Now, Karen Civil. Now, let me just say this. No matter if it's a white Karen or a black Karen or whatnot, it's something about Karens. Can we agree on that?
I work with a couple Karens.
Right?
It's just something about those Karens.
I had a Karen attack 2 weeks ago out in the sand, girl.
What?
They're the Karens. They don't play.
Yeah. It's like, something about the Karens. But this one is an alleged scammer. Now, it's a lot of information here, so I just kind of want to go over. Some of y'all like, who the hell is Karen Civil? Now, Karen Civil, see, when you don't have a job, they just give you like a whole bunch of jobs because she's a digital marketer, a publicist, an entrepreneur, a humanitarian. she all these different things. Notable people that she worked with was Hillary Clinton, Lil Wayne, Nipsey Hussle, Dipset, Cameron. All these relationships, most of them went sour, by the way. Recently she had a whole lawsuit against Jessie Wu, which Jessie ended up winning. And basically she had tricked her. The way Karen sued her, it was very dirty. Like she basically had booked her for an event to fly out. And then all of a sudden she get there and she served with papers and she recorded this. Now I couldn't find the recording online, like, how it went down and stuff like that. But she booked her for a fake event in order to serve her with papers. Also,
that's genius.
Right, that's actually genius. I will give her that.
Okay.
Joyner Lucas, he stated that she stole $60,000. Like he paid her $60,000, to help with his music career back in 2015. 16. And basically, he said he gave her the money. He didn't get the services that he was supposed to get, and she basically ran off with the money, allegedly. Also, Meek Mill had said that, when their relationship went sour, she was convincing the blogs and getting the blogs to say negative stuff about him and, telling the blogs to do, negative posts and all that stuff. It's a lot. I can keep going on and on with a lot of the accusations, but what were your thoughts just hearing about, before we get into the Jason Lee part, what were your thoughts about hearing, just all the stuff coming up about Karen Civil's past? I'm going to start with you first, Avatar Van Zandt.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody can't be lying about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame how many people you just named out that she's had some type of issue with or feel like they were scammed and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. And in the words of my Meemaw, she will always say, it's just something about you that I can't quite put my finger on. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Right. What about you, Levon?
Every name that you mentioned, I immediately forgot after you said it. So clearly she's not that good at her job. I don't really know what she does or who she really is until this story, but she seems like a shady character from what I'm hearing, being an outside perspective.
Right. And what about you, Sweet Pea?
So, from what I gather, because I did not know who she was until this situation, and once I started, like doing the backstory for the show, doing the research, she seems like the go-to girl. Like, whenever you need something done, something dirty, something shady, or if you need a blue check mark on Instagram, because Tasha K, that's how she got her blue check mark. She gave Karen Civil a shout out not too long ago.
Really?
But she seems like the go-to girl. Whenever you need
something. She's the Olivia Pope, what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, does she do business with us poor people?
No, we ain't got no money. She don't want to do business with us.
Oh man.
No, we don't have the money. No. But yeah, she seems like the go-to girl. That she'll just do anything to get where she has to get. Right. So people like that, I mean, that's just what this world has come to. I mean, these people do anything to get some clout, to get a name, and it just seems like that's what her name is notorious for. When you need something done, something shady, as far as social media or blogging and all that, you just go to her and she can get it done.
Right. She can get it done for you. That's basically what I got from it too as well. That's the crazy part. But, Jason Lee recently had an interview on The Breakfast Club where he had stated like, hey, and this was on Clubhouse too. I don't know how you get on Clubhouse, but he stated that Karen Civil admitted that, yes, she did hire a hacker to hack his website, hack Hollywood Unlocked, get his page taken down. He was like, this is how I make my money and how I pay my people. Like, she got my page taken down. I guess it went sour because he had posted a story about her. She didn't like it. So, he took one story down and then he was wanting to get an interview with her. She wanted to kind of control the narrative and the topics and stuff like that. So he was kind of like, nah, he skipped on that, posted something else. It was an artist that posted a story about her. He had reposted it. Then a whole cease and desist happened. He basically ignored it. And that's kind of where their relationship went sour. So she actually hired someone to hack his account, which that part is not debatable. Like, she wanted this person to hack it because what ended up happening was that the hacker, quote unquote, said she was supposed to give him $20,000 and help with his rap career. And so when she didn't do that, he decided to link up with Jason Lee and be like, here's all the messages, text messages, everything. And this guy is 17 years old, allegedly. Well, at the time, was 17 years old. And so now, he said that he's seen Karen at a party or event. And, she apologized for everything and admitted, that she did get the hacker and stuff like that because she was upset. Jason Lee at this point is kind of just like over it. Like, he said necessarily it's not that, he kind of had it, even though they quote unquote made amends at the time that he seen her at the event. He kind of always kept it in the back of his mind like she did that. So, he was being a little vengeful, but I mean, now knowing the history of Karen Civil and the stuff that she does, also he stated that, and this is where the Nicki part comes into play, that Karen allegedly wanted him to post stuff about Nicki. And so he, as far as like good things, and like she would like comment and stuff, that's why you always see all celebrities on the Shade Room. That stuff is planned. Spoiler alert. But, do stuff like that. And then I guess Nicki wouldn't comment or whatever. So he was all like, well, forget that. I ain't going to do that no more. So he stopped doing that. And then recently he alleged that Nicki wanted to speak with him on the phone, but wanted Karen on the phone as well too. So he decided not to. This is in his words, so I have to say alleged. that was going on. So it was a lot in that whole Breakfast Club interview and everything like that. So I'm gonna start out with Sweet Pea first. Did you get a chance to watch the Breakfast Club interview?
So I did. I can't take Jason for too long, so I couldn't get.
It's tough. Jason Cocolina Lee, it's hard.
I mean, I just got about 20 minutes into it. Him and Charlemagne together just, oh God. So I just could not stomach it. But what I gather, because, he always has to throw Floyd Mayweather. He's got to throw that name around. And he found a way to throw that around in that interview. And I'm like, okay.
And Floyd had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Can you just tell us that you're climbing on Floyd's back already? Can you just tell us that and just get it over with?
Solo.
No, that's what I want to know. I don't want to know about him paying for, the podcast. I want to know when you're going over there, you're climbing on his back. That's what I want to know, because it's more to that damn relationship than just. And if you are, okay, so
let me take a drink real quick, because you're going to have people.
But, I mean, it's something to him and Floyd. It's not just friends. It can't be. It's more to that. So that's what I want to know. I don't give a damn about that Floyd was paying for the podcast and he was financing the podcast. He always has to let people know that Floyd and him, they was somewhere, and then Karen was sitting in the section, and he didn't get to tell him about her, and I called Floyd's people, and then I turned it off. I said, I'm tired of hearing about you and Floyd Mayweather if you're not going to tell us about you and Floyd Mayweather. But Jason has always just, I don't really care for him, to be honest with you.
It's hard to like him. I'll say that. It's very hard. I'm not saying that I think he's lying or anything like that. It's just that everything is so dramatized and over the top, and you're kind of like,
he's just like her. He's just like her. He does shady things to get the story, to get what he wants to get. So the two of them, they're two peas in a pod. To me, I feel like he does the same thing that she does. He's the go-to guy in Hollywood as well. That's why he's where he's at.
Right. So, Levon, what happened when Jason Lee was in your DMs, allegedly? I'm just kidding. What were your thoughts on that?
He probably was, because Jason likes younger boys, too.
Oh, yes, he does. His type is younger, light skin.
Yep.
Little children.
Yeah.
What the hell is my crown?
Little children.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. My turn. How do I feel about Jason Lee and all this bullshit? Okay, so this Karen lady is obviously not somebody who is smart, because even if she did do this, as I said on the last show, once you apologize and admit that you're wrong, you open up yourself for a law goddamn suit. She sat there and said, yes, I did do this. So he can sue her for damages, and it'll be an open and shut case. She should have sat there and just said, I don't know what the hell.
Right.
Prove it. But she didn't. Jason Lee himself is somebody who is all about the drama. He is part of my community, but I do not claim him because he's a little bit too ridiculous for me. I think that he picks on females, number one, and I don't like that. When he was on Love and Hip Hop, he threw a drink in April's face. I've gotten mad at women before, but you use the words. For him to do that, I lost respect for him completely, because she can't get up and beat his ass. He's a big dude. So to do that, you're taking advantage. You wouldn't do that to a straight man, would you? Do that to Safari. see what the hell happens. So you do.
Well, remember he was allegedly higher than Akuta Brown in that video, and he was all like Safari, and he was
That
doing
was the
all of
most
that.
disgusting thing
So
I've ever seen. Because what I have to say, it's embarrassing when gay men behave that way, especially when they have a platform. Because that's not how I like my sexuality represented. I'm not somebody who hit on straight men. I honestly think straight men are like, you know, if anything, we're like brothers. Like, I don't find straight men attractive at all. And I don't think that's offensive for me to say because they don't find me attractive either. It's a non-sexual situation. And I'm friends with more straight men than I am with gay men because sometimes they behave like little Jason Lee. And you cannot trust a Jason Lee because he will S your man's D when you're not looking.
Yeah.
Or he's some kind of like little freak where he will do something, you know what I mean, like behind your back.
Yeah.
I've watched this show before and I tried to get into it, but it always made me a little bit uncomfortable. He would go off, but then he would always be talking about these boys. Oh, I went to, you know, wherever, and here's a picture of this boy, and he was so good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
he's always flying them out on vacation and all that. You know, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot to handle when it comes to him because it's just so much. You know, nobody cares about his relationship with Floyd. Nobody wants him, even when he is skinny. Nobody wants him. You ugly. You just ugly in general. Ugly inside and outside, and it comes out, and nobody's attracted to it. You know, so it is a lot. It's a lot to take with him. Avatar Van Zandt, I want to get your opinion on everything.
All right, so I don't know why everybody automatically just throws so much shade towards Jason because he's messy. I don't think it has anything to do with his lifestyle. The shade room is messy. The neighborhood talk is messy. On site is messy. You know, nobody ever wants to champion the messy people, but yet and still you're down in the comments commenting on those messy posts. Secondly,
hey, we messy up here right
now. They already know what they could suck over here.
Hey, no, don't go with the sucking thing because
right, I
want some people over here getting me. We'll talk about that on the after show.
Secondly, I wanted to say I don't think Floyd Mayweather and him are bumping coochies. I just don't.
You said coochies?
Bumping coochies. I don't think they're doing that. It's cute to think about. And then moving on to the whole Breakfast Club thing, I was more upset with the way that Charlemagne can you hear me, Sweet Pea?
Yes.
Okay. I was more upset with how Charlemagne handled the interview versus how Jason spoke his truth. These are the things that I had a problem with Charlemagne. I feel like he's a master gaslighter, man. And he has a long history of just deflecting and making excuses for anybody that's a friend of his that has problematic behaviors. I hate that about him.
Because he kept talking about the energy thing. You remember he was like, oh, you know, the energy, you know, we need to have positive energy and all that. And it's like, no, this lady is allegedly scamming people. I don't know what positive energy we supposed to have.
And that's what kills me about him, because it's like, why are you using mental health and healing as a strategic move like that? It's almost like you don't understand the true meaning behind it. Just because he's healing does not disqualify accountability. And just because Karen apologized to him doesn't mean that she shouldn't face the repercussions of her actions. I'm sorry. And he knows damn well if the shoe was on the other foot, he would be up in arms if somebody got his page deleted while he was verified or had that many followers. And to end it all, I'm really proud of Jason, especially of his growth. It took a lot of discipline for him to be calm during that stormy situation of her taking away his page. He stood firm during that interview. And I think he expressed himself beautifully while defending the situation and his character. I'm proud of him.
You think he changed?
I think he's working towards changing. And I could see it in that interview.
Oh, working toward, okay.
I think Jason wants to be in Hollywood, and I think he wants to fit in with celebrities. He wants to do whatever he has to do to get into Hollywood. And if that appears to be like, I'm working towards change and I'm growing and I'm elevating and I'm doing all of this, the only reason why he didn't respond and lash out is because he wants a network or someone to pick him up. That's all he's trying to do. Jason is a bum.
I think Jason also is very, to add on to what Sweet Pea's saying, I think he's very strategic. He kind of follows the trend as far as, like, I'll say, for instance, with Megan Thee Stallion. Not that maybe it's my fault that I don't watch him all the time. However, it seemed like his energy for her is like so strong and like, oh yeah, you know, she's one of the people, she refuses to do interviews with da 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 da. And it's all like, are you mad because she won't do an interview with you? Like that's kind of like the stuff, like he's still the old him. Like he has made an effort, I'll say that, but he's still him at the end of the day. Like, it wasn't too long ago he was talking about Lizzo being fat, but he's fat too. You know what I mean?
Do you ever know those people that you ever see a person that puts on a suit and the suit is too big and they look funny in it? Jason, that's how I can describe Jason. He never quite looks like he fits in, but he's trying to fit in. He doesn't look like he belongs anywhere, but he's trying to fit in. Like losing weight, it doesn't look right. He should have stayed his size.
Damn.
It just looks like you're on crack.
Wait, hold on. He might have a little sleep apnea, and that's why he had to lose a little weight. We can't say he can't lose no weight now.
It's too much weight loss. It just, you know how when you lose too much weight, it doesn't look healthy. It starts to look unhealthy at this point.
I feel the same way about Charlemagne. I mean,
yes. I do
definitely an opportunist. I like
him
better when he was 4 shades darker.
Charlemagne just always looks like he had a nose job or something. I don't know.
Yes. Panel. Skin bag too.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that Charlemagne is all the way straight?
No.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
No.
Wait, you think he might be? No, I ain't gonna bring up Tyler Perry. We already beat that dead horse. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, just if you watch the full interview, you can see he kind of threw a joke out to Envy in regards to Jason being there, like alleging, like, oh yeah, oh you hit him up, or Jason say the D word because I'm gonna add a clip on it and make it seem like he said your D was big. Like, so he gives me that vibe.
But you know what? He always tries to go there. He always tries to give a little dig with sexuality or gay something, a gay joke, or you know, that's him.
And it's always random.
Yeah, it's
and also too.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
Why do you?
Go ahead and finish on Avatar.
No, I was just gonna say that if you remember, he definitely gave his co-host DJ Envy a booty that was molded after his actual booty, and not only booty, but balls. And he gave that to his friend. I don't know who does that.
Wow.
And then they had the nerve to lotion it up because the booty was ashy, so they lotioned it up. I don't know why the hell I watched that shit.
Where was this?
Yeah, they're definitely weird. It's a bromance. They're weird.
This is a few years ago. Yeah, it happened. He gave him a crown mold of his actual booty. And not only booty with the balls too.
No. Well, yes. If it was a booty with the balls, you know, you can't see a booty with the balls unless you're in the back of that. Because you know the balls hanging in the back. So what that was given.
Let's talk about it.
So going back to Karen Civil, so, you know, I usually don't like to judge and, like, you know, incriminate people, but the way it's kind of looking, she's looking a little suspicious. So do we think Karen Civil should get some jail time? I'm going to start out with you first, Avatar Van Zant.
Oh, she's definitely going to jail. I'm surprised she didn't go to jail for allegedly You know what? I'm gonna stop it. Why do so many people pass away around her? Like Matt
what?
Miller, Nipsey Hussle. Y'all don't think that their deaths are strange?
Sacrifices, child.
Allegedly. But
Allegedly.
yeah, she going to jail. She needs to go to jail. I don't like her. And I tell you what, her scamming is rated E for everybody because she's scamming people over in Haiti. She's scamming people
Haiti,
over
yes, the
here,
humanitarian
over
allegedly.
there,
Yep.
down to the pits of hell. She's scamming everywhere.
And shout out to everybody in Haiti and everybody in that situation too. But I definitely agree with you on that. It's some is definitely dirty in the water. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. And what about you, Levon? What do you think she should get some jail time?
Well, she already admitted to doing something illegal, like an idiot.
Right,
So,
she admitted to it, and you love to sue people. So does
yes,
Jason Lee have a case?
It's one of my favorite things in life. And if I was Jason Lee, I would sue her for the gods. She said that she did something wrong. Pay me my coins.
Yeah, because he said it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. He claimed that Instagram page was making him six figures.
And Jason Lee did say in that interview he's doing a discovery, and basically that's when they gather evidence and stuff like that and see if there's a case and stuff. So he is going through the process and stuff like that. So
do you think the money came from Nicki?
Okay,
I think that's why she tried to call.
Okay, Miss Van
I think that's why Nicki was trying to call him, be like, "Hey, you know, hey, what's up, Jason? You know,
right.
let
hey,
me give you that interview you've been begging for." Because we all know that's why he really don't like her, because he wants the interview. But
yep, I think that's where the money came from.
Nicki. So how do y'all feel about Nicki?
Oh, wait.
We'll get into that next, but I want to get Sleepy. Do you think that Karen Civil should go to jail?
I don't want any black woman to go to jail because
I
wouldn't want to go to jail.
She taking money from Haiti allegedly.
She needs to
get her ass.
She needs to go to jail. If she really has scammed, she has to face punishment. If it means jail. But see, this is with these type of people, jail is too good for them. You got to take their clout away. You got to take away what is really important to them. The online presence, going to jail. A lot of people go to jail and they get even more famous when they come out because they write a book. People feel like free so-and-so. It's the thing to do to go to jail. I think her punishment should be something more public spectacle. Like she should be shamed publicly. Like take down all her social media.
Like Game of Thrones, walk naked and everybody be like, shame.
Shame.
Are we throwing stones at her?
Yes. All the Haiti people throwing stones and pebbles. Yes.
Just film it. Yeah. Put her online getting something happening to her. Going to jail is too good for people like this. Like someone like her, she needs to be embarrassed. You know what I mean?
I didn't even think about it like that, but yeah, I could definitely. I see what you mean. Like it needs to, because if she go to jail, she'll get out like in a year. I don't see her doing no long stint or anything like that. And then she'll just go right back to doing what she was doing. It's not like, anybody's going to learn anything. Unfortunately, because it is Jason Lee, people kind of feel like, oh, well, it's just Jason Lee. Who cares?
What did she do to Haiti, though? What did y'all give it? What did she do to Haiti?
She stole money from Haiti with the whole humanitarian
like an organization
thing.
Or something?
Yes, yeah, and they said allegedly she's not even Haitian.
Sweet Pea, you are hilarious.
I mean, because she doesn't have a French. She doesn't have a French last name, and everybody in Haiti, because colonization and stuff like that, you would have a French last name. What kind of civil? I don't know if civil is French. Can
And
somebody,
allegedly,
any French person out there, let me know it's the last name Civil French. I don't think it is.
Wow.
she also allegedly stole their money for a playground that was supposed to be built over there. She is a scammer. I don't like her. She needs to go to jail. And
That's
I can't wait until
terrible.
Jason wins the lawsuit, because that's going to open up a floodgate of everybody's going to start
terrible.
suing when their
Well,
accounts
I'm
get
gonna tell you
hacked and
something.
stuff.
I'm gonna tell you something. You guys probably don't agree with it, but a lot of these people that are in the industry that do these things, and they've been doing it for so long, when they get exposed, it's because they didn't do something that they were supposed to do for somebody. And then the powers that be say, you know what? I'm exposing you. Now we're going to take you down. Because I find it hard to believe that she's been doing this all these years, and now all of a sudden it's giving exposure. Like, how come she didn't get caught before?
But they have been airing her out, though, Sweet Pea. They have been airing her out, but people just haven't been paying attention because it was coming from regular people like us. You know, Jessie Woo has been talking about what she did to her for a while now. Cameron came out. Everybody paid him dust because he was a thing in the past until they did a versus. You know, Meek Mill talked about this too. I think when it comes to Karen, people just doesn't pay attention because she's their go-to person.
Because she's an industry pawn. Like, she's the dirty girl. So they allow her to operate. They said, just go ahead and do what you're going to do. But when you fuck with the wrong person, okay, you went too far when you start fucking with a country. Oh,
right.
You think she's part of the Illuminati, Sweet Pea?
And I heard that she can get rid of a story too. Like, if there's some stuff out there, she can, like, you know, kill the story and stuff because she got the connections and she knows people. And they said that's why Joyner Lucas, like, that's why his career has never exactly taken off to like that big level, because it's kind of like you know, like they basically suppressed his career because she had a hand in like doing that. You know, who's gonna want somebody to be successful that basically knows your dirt? Nobody. So, you know, it's very strategic.
Better than us.
But see, that's the type of runners they need. They need those dirt runners, people that know everything about people, because that's how they get, you know, they can get things done. If I know your dirt, I can manipulate you to do anything because I know things about you.
Do you know what we do that? Scientology. They be knowing your dirt, and that's how they. Wait, maybe I shouldn't be saying this on this channel.
I don't want the Scientology people to come and get me.
I don't want to get into that.
And look how a lot of people
be doing.
Are glossing over the fact that she also threatened Jason. She hit up Whack 100 allegedly and was trying to get a bounty put on his head.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Allegedly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Woo!
That's too much.
But you know, another person that gives those Karen Civil vibes, that Miss Diddy. That girl.
Oh yeah.
She's another one. That Miss Diddy, the one that is like a club promoter over there.
Yeah, she's like a radio personality too. Yeah.
I don't know her.
She's another one of those go-to girls.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. But we hope that everybody who's been affected by Karen Civil get the justice they deserve, you know, definitely. And Karen, I love you over here. Don't send no hitman after me.
No, we don't.
We just reporting the news.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Tell it.
Hire Phaedra Parks, Jason Lee.
Message to all Karens. Fuck off.
Not all Karens, damn. All
right, Lord.
Moving on to the next topic. Oh man, this thumbnail came out wrong. But anyway, Jennifer.
I like how you put that up there. Like
Lord.
Jennifer Huff, she actually finally, well, we've actually heard her story. You know, she had been in communication with a few bloggers beforehand, but what was that?
She's very upset.
Yes. She actually went ahead and spoke on The Real this week. I believe it was Wednesday, you know, telling her story and everything. And I just want to say that, you know, Kenneth Petty did go to jail for what had happened. That part is not debatable. What's going on now is whether or not Nicki and Kenneth had people harassing her, stalking her, and trying to give money and have her retract her story. That's the part, because a lot of people, I've been getting this thing, and like, and I hate saying this because I don't want anybody to think that, they can't tell their story, but I hate when people victim blame people like for certain situations and stuff like that. And be like, well, it's not true. That part's not being debated whether or not it's true. It's whether or not she's being harassed from them and, stuff going on behind the scenes. Like, he did go to jail. I think it was attempted RAP. That's what exactly he got, locked up for. But, listening to her story and stuff like that. And, I did kind of go back and listen to some of her old stuff. Were all the things the same as far as like the verbiage? No, but it was the same story for me. For me, it was the same story. I didn't see it like, oh, well, instead of, I think people got wrapped up in like, oh, well, she said it was a Tuesday night, but she said in this interview it was a Wednesday morning. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all really gonna do those little petty games and really be all like this and that? And shout out to Lisa Brown, our new member.
Yes.
Thank you, Lisa. But overall, I thought she spoke her story. Now, Tyrone Blackburn, I still don't give a damn about him at the end of the day.
Did you see him sitting up there looking like a Hershey kiss? I said, boy, oh, he is such a clout chaser.
Right. My opinion about Tyrone Blackburn is what it is. But, as far as her getting her story out there, I appreciate her being brave enough.
Sitting up there look like he just ate 10 steaks off that money.
All that money he reckoned in, but allegedly he's doing it for free. He's doing it for free. So,
because he know what he's getting ready to get out of it. They get ready to get paid. Jennifer get ready to get paid.
Well, Sweet Pea, what were your thoughts about the interview? Let's go ahead and get into it.
So I think Jennifer did a great job. I think for her to go from a YouTube platform to the Real, that's not easy to be on a national stage like that. I think she did a great job. For all of those that were saying, oh, she wasn't looking at the interviewer, she was looking down, she looked like she's lying, and all of this. I believe everything Jennifer is saying. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just the woman in me. I just believe her for some reason. I just believe her. I believe that Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty are dangerous together. They are both the same type of people. They are the same type of person. And I think together they are dangerous.
They are, that says a lot. Together,
disturbers, the two of them. They are earth disturbers, and they need to be separated before someone gets hurt.
Oh, that's deep. Levon, what were your thoughts on Jennifer and her getting her story out there?
Well, my message is actually really for more for Miss Nicki Minaj. And as a fellow Trinidadian, I do have to say, girl, you're wicked. You do too damn much. Okay? Behave yourself. Okay? Take the island breath. Go and relax. Because she's doing too much. Defending this guy, I mean, he's not even that cute. I'm really confused as to why she is so obsessed with him. Nicki Minaj is a phenomenal woman. She can have any man she wants. Get a football player, an actor, a basketball player. You have the pick of the crop, Nicki Minaj, but you choose this little. You can't even go to Chuck E. Cheese. You can't go to the zoo. Yeah, exactly. You can't do nothing. Why would you do that? Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, has always been a very intelligent woman, and for her to defend this person as hard as she did, or as she is, I have to ask, what the hell? Who wouldn't want to date Nicki Minaj? I'll date her.
Right.
I'm gay as hell. I'll date her. She asked like she can't make her own. Of course. But she chose this loser. First of all, what is even his job? Does anybody know what is his job?
To crush bows.
A house mother.
I think unemployment line like me. Hold on. Let's ask the people real quick. You know, I'm synonymous for doing 30-second countdown.
Yes.
What is Kenneth
Give us
Petty's
one.
job? Hear her TV say Hitman.
Basically.
Mackenzie said Jay White's dealer.
No, I don't think Jay White can afford that.
Anyway, moving on. Avatar Van Zandt, what were your thoughts on the interview and everything surrounding Jennifer?
Oh my God. And I am such a Nicki fan, but this is terrible. First off, I want to say I think she's attracted to trauma. So that's the answer, Levon's question. Who would marry a SA or R person? Her. She's attracted to trauma. She grew up watching it. Now she's just continuing the cycle. Listen, Onika, I mean, this guy is just negatively affecting her career, her reputation, and her family, and she just won't give it up. But I think what a lot of people aren't noticing is I think he's in this exact predicament because of Nicki. And I say that because I didn't want to focus too much on it because the details were just coming out sporadically. But after watching that interview, I believe Nicki was 100% behind it. And this is my reason. This man was registered where he was residing for 20 years.
Talk about it.
He marries her, moves to California, and all of a sudden he stopped registering.
That's what I said.
If you think it seems random, it's not. He didn't register because she told him not to and that she would take care of it. Period. The only thing is that it backfired on both of them. And she should have never sent that associate over there to talk to that woman. Nicki let her pride, her narcissistic, manipulative behaviors get in the way, and that's why they're in the situation that they're in now. She tried to control the narrative.
Yeah,
I think he wanted.
Did you just hear this woman say she's a Barb? She's a Nicki Minaj fan, and this woman is telling y'all the real deal.
Yeah, just think about it. Like he moved from the hood to now an affluent neighborhood in a gated community among nothing but rich and wealthy people, which a registered SO would most likely get booted from that area. Not to mention everybody would have her address if he went to go register. It's her fault. And that's why she won't leave him alone right now. She won't separate herself because she got him in this predicament. And that's my opinion. I also feel like she's a manipulator. And I say that because she took her ass on Queen Radio. And this my girl now. She went on Queen Radio and she made it seem like this woman was Caucasian. She made it seem like she was a saltine and was trying to get a black man in trouble. She lied to us.
She did. She tried to use that race thing.
Yes. And with someone that has as much power as her, she ought to be ashamed of her damn self. Okay? And let this be a lesson for everybody. We need to start being more mindful, extremely selective, and very intentional about the people that we allow in our lives. This is disgusting. I don't care about nothing. This is disgusting. And for her to go and try to pay this lady for her silence, that just says a lot, girl. That speaks volumes.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy when you think about it and how you laid it out from point A to point B. I understood it and I got it. I was like, yo, like this is something that she thought she was going to be able to handle. get it taken care of. The address thing, like, yo, I don't want this to show up on my address and stuff like that. And probably told him, like, hey, I'm gonna take care of this. I got you. I believe that Kenneth Petty probably didn't know anything about all of this. I think she said that she was going to take care of it. Boom, it ended up where it's turned into this whole media frenzy, and a lot of people started talking about this story. Then he kind of was all like, "Oh shit!" Like now I gotta, And then she probably told him about it, like, "Hey, we was trying to work on this, ain't able to." And then once he didn't register, and then it hit the media that he didn't, it was kind of like, oh shit, like what do we do next? And now it's all like, oh, let's slander her. Oh, they're a boyfriend and girlfriend. They were together. They were this, she lied. They were the same age. They were this and that. And, it just seemed like Nicki was like windmilling for him, which, I mean, when we're in relationships, we do windmill for the people we love. However, if we're in this certain status, in this certain field, like, keep your mouth shut. Like, let your lawyers deal with this. Like, Nicki, why are you commenting back to people and stuff? Like, keep your mouth shut. Like, let them deal with it, So I thought it was very weird how strong Nicki Minaj was coming out. And it's all like, yo, technically, the only people that know what happened is Kenneth and Jennifer. That's the only two people that would ever know what happened. Nicki, you weren't there at the end of the day. Do y'all agree with that?
Absolutely. And then being in a relationship, that doesn't have anything to do with the price of tea in China. Because even if you are in a relationship, the R can happen. The SA can still happen. It has to be consent mutually. So her throwing that out there, that was some information she could have kept to herself.
Right. And Sweet Pea, with Jennifer, what do you think that her end goal is in this? Because a lot of people think that she's just doing this for publicity, and then there are people who are standing behind Jennifer. What do you think her end goal is?
I think that Jennifer's end goal is to just be free of everything that she's been through, the trauma that she never really got to deal with it. I don't think because her family tried to get her to recant, then she just had to be whisked away and moved away. As someone that has been through something like this, I actually went through something like this myself as a younger woman, a teenager.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The same thing, want me to say this didn't happen and all those things. It's a terrible thing to go through, and you spend a long time really blaming yourself and feeling like it is something that you did, and then you're always trying to look for validation from your family. It's like you just want them to say, you didn't do anything, I apologize. And I think this is her trying to get that, that be free from all of the trauma. But at the same time, she got to let it go. Like, what she has to do,
I agree with that,
is let it go. Like, I did that for a long time. I was mad at people. I was upset with my family. And I just kept going through the hurt of, why did you do this to me? Why did you let me go through this? And when I got in my maybe 30s, I finally forgave the people that had parts in it, and all the people that I felt like wronged me. I had to let it go in order for me to be able to live a healthy life and stop blaming, everyone and wanting to tell my story all the time, like wanting people to hear it. Like, this happened to me. This happened to me. This person did this to me. And it's like, okay, they did it. Okay, let it go. She's got to let it go. I'm not saying that it doesn't make it any less valid, but you have to let it go in order to move on. Like, she has to accept that it happened.
Yeah. She has to let go of the trauma.
She's got to let go of the trauma. Not to say that it doesn't make what happened any less valid, but in order to live a healthy lifestyle and have peace, you have to let it go. Mm-hmm. You do. This person down here says, how do you let go? I'm holding on to anger with my neighbors. Child, girl, they just killed my dog upstairs, so I understand about that. But
what?
Child.
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking.
You just have to, I'm just gonna share a piece of it. Okay. Yeah. So this happened to me, it was my mother's my mother's boyfriend. It happened to me, in my teenage years. She chose to stay with him. She kicked me out the house and moved on to have 2 children by this man. I have siblings that I have to see all the time. And it reminded me of the situation. Mm-hmm. But in order for me to move on and live a life that I could have my own family and raise my children without feeling any type of, without putting them in an abusive, environment, because a lot of people that have been through abuse, they abuse their children, mentally, verbally, they're abusive verbally. And in order for me to love my kids fully and have a very intimate relationship with them, I had to let that shit go, because I was very resentful. I hated my mom. We don't really have a,
right.
But
it's something that you still hold on to. Like, it's something you can never fully get over it.
I don't mess with her, but I respect her, as I had to look at her as a woman. Like, I had to see her how I would see another female. I couldn't look at her like a mom, because I feel like if you were my mom, you would not have done what you did. So I had to look at her as a woman and the flaws, and recognize that she has flaws, and that you are the type of woman that you need a man in your life. You chose a man over your child. So it must be something wrong with you. You must be broken that you did that. So that was the only way I was able to get over it with her, because I had to look at her like, girl, something's wrong with you. It's not me. But for a long time, I felt like it was me. So the advice that I would give Jennifer is that what happened to you, it's not any less traumatizing, invalid. We are standing with you that it happened to you, sis. We are standing with you. We got your back. We love you. But you got to let that go. You got to move on.
Yeah. There, and I hate bringing this up because I don't want to give any YouTubers any shout outs or anything like that. But there was a title that I had seen, and it said like, oh, Jennifer Huff on Twitch, and she was on somebody else's channel. And it's all like, wait, you just had this press run doing this on a national platform, but now you're on somebody else's Twitch channel, and now you're talking about it again. It gets really confusing, and I didn't watch it because I'm all like, I've already seen it, don't need to see it again, and it's kind of like, yo, what are you doing? Like, and that's why people get confused. Like, okay, well, are you just doing this for publicity?
Well, let's just say, if he wasn't married to Nicki Minaj, would we be hearing about it?
No, but also at the same time, it's Nicki's fault that we even know who this bride is.
Yeah,
Nicki, the one that outed her on Queen Radio. And
yeah,
to be honest with
that's true.
This lady can do as many press runs as she wants to, because, like, it's bad enough to be assaulted by someone, but then to have the power of a celebrity, of Nicki Minaj's caliber, just influence the shame and guilt and horror of your trauma. Like, the audacity of her fans.
And them barbs go hard.
Yeah, her fans are protecting a monster, and she's allowing them to run amok. And this is what I have to say, directly to the rest of the barbs. the way that you guys idolize these celebrities is sick. You gain nothing from undying loyalty to these strangers, and you perpetuate the mindset that the R word and SA are not serious. You know, SA and R are very violent acts and should be treated as such. Not to mention the intimidation and attempted bribery of her and her family. Y'all got to call a thing a thing. This is ridiculous. So yeah, if she want to go cry to Peter, Paul, and the Holy Ghost, do what you do. Nicki brought this up.
And Southern Comforter just said that she was just thanking everybody in their gratitude and stuff like that. She wasn't exactly okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that, Southern Comfort.
Sweet Pea so funny. Look at her face.
Levon, any thoughts or anything regarding Jennifer as far as like what she does next or anything to help her? I don't want to say move on from this, but any encouraging words you can give.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Sweet Pea, for sharing that with us. I feel like things that happen, a lot of people don't talk about it. And it needs to be talked about because it can help others heal and deal with their own trauma. So when it comes to Nicki Minaj herself, she strikes me as somebody who has some sort of trauma. I don't know what it is, but for her to bat for this man so hard, even at a risk of her own career, is a little. It seems a little scary to me. Like, I don't know what he has over her, where she, again, I think she's a phenomenal woman. She's beautiful. She's rich. She's smart. She can get any man she wants. So to choose him, where we don't even know what his job is, it's like, Nicki, what? You know what I mean? And if he committed some sort of crime, allegedly, she knows about it. I mean, from what I know about the crime, was they were saying that they were both underage, and that's. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I know a lot of people who are underage who like do stuff that they shouldn't be doing. Mm-hmm. So I don't really want to put that on him because I don't have the facts. But what Nicki is doing, I feel like she's definitely damaging her career by dealing with him, and I really don't know if a man is worth it. She has a good career. She built herself up from nothing. I'm from Brooklyn in New York. I remember when Nicki Minaj first came out, and we was all the gays was like, yes, like we all loved her, and she went from
I really think, I think there's something I've been wanting to say this. I've been wanting to say it on my own channel, but I kind of get away from it. She was on a live not too long ago, and I could have swore she was doing something that she shouldn't have been doing. And a couple of people have been speculating that Nicki is doing something that she shouldn't be doing. And when you partake in things that will alter your mind, you open yourself up for demonic activity, and you open yourself up for things that you usually wouldn't do. Nicki's attitude, her whole disposition, it's just not giving Nicki Minaj. This is not the Nicki that I know. I've been trying to put it in my, like, try to make sense of it. Like, the Nicki that I know, this isn't her. She doesn't seem to care about her life. She doesn't seem to care about her career. She doesn't seem to care about anything.
Do you think she's jaded from the community? Not community, but the industry, the music industry.
No.
I
think she's doing something that she shouldn't be doing. And I think that
allegedly,
and when you're doing things like that, you think you are in control of things, and you think you don't really see what's going on. You don't really see what is really going on. you live through a different lens when you're intoxicated. And the type of stuff that I think she's doing is hard. It's hardcore. And
really,
I have a question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's giving that. I mean, her weight, you can even her weight, she's dropping weight. Like,
was this the recent vibe?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vincent, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My
her mic wasn't off, and we caught something. We caught her doing something. Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
your mic is kind of low though, but we can hear you though.
My question to the panel: can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now, why y'all let the barbs pull me down by my lace front like that?
I don't see where they pulling you
got that internet. Your internet wasn't working.
No, that wasn't my internet. That was the barbs that pulled me down.
That was the bars because I noticed you left. I was like, what the hell?
They got rid of you?
Yes, they got rid of me.
Be careful, girl.
The barbs.
Why y'all let them jump me like that? I thought we
How did they do it?
Girl, I don't know.
They better go somewhere because
they better stop playing with me.
They better stop acting
Karen.
when they want to protect Black women. We pick and choose when we want to protect Black women. We got to stop doing that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Stop picking and choosing.
When are you going to spill the tea about what you think she may have been on? And I'm asking that because I agree with you. Nicki has not been the same for a while, and I was thinking maybe it was postpartum depression from having Papa Bear, because she has dropped weight. But then you got to think about it too. Right before she announced that she was pregnant, over a year they were running a whole, take down, cancel Nicki Minaj hate train.
It's not that. Nicki is allegedly. So Nicki was not too long ago. She was on a live.
What happened, girl?
She was chopping up coke.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
She was chopping up coke, and she was snorting, and she asked like, "Oh, did they hear that?" Or like, her mic wasn't off, and we can hear you can hear her snorting. Oh yeah, she's snorting coke. That's what it is, y'all.
Well, I know she does pills. She raps about it all the time in her music.
Yeah, I knew she did, and she admitted to it.
Yeah.
What kind of pills?
But the only reason why I think it's that is because it's not just pills. It's the only reason because if you look in her eyes are dead. They're not filled with life. Like that last picture that she got, where she's dressed in the Chanel, the black, and she got the black hair with the pink in the middle, and she's got the two Chanel bags crisscrossed over. She just looked dead. Like her eyes she looked wore out. No matter what makeup she got on, no matter how pretty she's dressed, no matter what, you could just see it. And a person that has been experienced with drugs and different things like that. I've been around people, my family members, stuff like that. I can see it, and I see it. That's what it is. Because there's no reason for her to just... The Nicki Minaj that we all see right now, this is not her. Nicki, like LaVon said, Nicki is a phenomenal woman.
Right.
She is amazing.
She can go toe to toe with the best.
I mean, I just got chills saying it. She is amazing. She is super talented. She is amazing. But when she touched that trash, she dipped back in that past and she picked up that loser. She attached all of that activity to herself. And to deal with that, I think she just start dibbling in things. And now she thinks like Avatar, Van Zandt said, her narcissism and that control, like I'm Nicki Minaj, I'm going to get this done.
Right.
that kicks in even more high gear when you're intoxicated. And when you doing that, like Scarface, that white girl make people feel invincible. It makes them feel like I'm that one. But meanwhile, their whole life is spiraling out of control, but they can't see that because the substance has them blinded. But we all can see it. We like, wait a minute, this is not her. But she thinks we can't see it.
Yeah. And you notice she's been doing a lot of lashing out lately too, because the way that she went in on that reporter.
Yes!
Joy Reid. And Joy Reid is amazing at what she does.
But
she was on Don Lemon too.
Sitting there, you seen that live when she was doing that, talking about when she was talking about Joy Reid and being invited to the White House, and she's like, "What the fuck I look like?" And she had the camera up to the wall. That's what she was doing then.
Yep.
She was getting high.
Oh, but it was that live when she had it pointed up to the ceiling.
Yeah, Nicki is in serious trouble. We need to fight for her.
She needs intervention.
She needs an intervention. And her mother needs to stop being a goddamn leech, wanting that money, and her mother needs to step in and be a mother and a grandmother
before she loses
her damn daughter. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the shit they got out now, it is all cut and laced with fentanyl. And
people are dying from it.
It's not the coke that used to be out back in the 60s and the 90s and all that, when you could party butt naked and people was having a good time. That shit is laced with fentanyl and people are dying.
Yep. You remember that live for
all these celebrities that been dropping dead from coke? Look at DMX.
Fentanyl. Yep.
DMX was smoking crack forever. He hit that shit, was laced with fentanyl, and out he went. If it has fentanyl in it, you are going to die. You're going to die. Period.
I remember that live from Seeing Green when she first came on the camera and she kept wiping her nose and stuff. I was like, what's going on? And then she came back and addressed it and was like, oh, it was cold. Like, girl, I'm from the projects, from the Pokeballs here in Miami. I know what a cokehead or a crackhead look like. And that's what it's giving.
She thinks because she's a millionaire, it's giving Whitney Houston. I don't smoke crack. I smoke coke. It's no difference, sweetheart.
Right.
They think because they're getting, they think because they got some dealer that is a celebrity dealer that's bringing it to them, it might be, they might not be getting it like off the street in bags. They probably getting it.
Yeah.
Dropped.
They're allegedly buying
by
it
the boat.
Yeah. So she don't feel like a crackhead. She don't feel like a crackhead because she's a millionaire. That's the most dangerous addict. A person that don't think they have a problem. Mm-hmm. That's the most dangerous drug addict because they will kill themselves because they don't feel like they have a problem. I'm just telling you what I know. Like Avatar Van Zandt said, I seen it. I've been around it. I know what it looked like.
And I definitely want to tell people, please be careful with that stuff. Like, there's so many people out there dying, not just celebrities, but just people in general are dying. Like, I know a family friend that had fentanyl and, laced in the drugs and passed away. Like, it's really serious out here. And, like, you just got to be careful. And you don't know, if you're at somebody's house or at a party, you don't know what they did to it or what's going on. Like, you just don't know. And like, for people just to be out there just carelessly just doing that, I'm like, oh, like, there's so many other things that you can do to get to escape your issues that don't even involve drugs nor drinking. And I just wish people had or knew how to find those other alternatives, because you really, really don't have to.
Kenneth Cooper says she's not doing drugs, y'all reaching. Kenneth Cooper, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I know what I heard on that damn live, and other people in this chat heard it too.
And I know what I seen.
I know what I heard on that live when she was giving. You could hear it.
But I do have a
not
question
the tapping.
for the panel.
You can hear it.
I have a question for the panel. So Nicki Minaj, I mean, she's always been somebody who's been combative and acting ridiculous. Like since she even came out cursing out Mariah Carey for no reason, she's always been sort of a stunt queen. So do you think that she is doing this on purpose, or do you really think that she actually is having a problem? I mean, she just had a child. So like, I mean,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think it's postpartum depression tied in with, allegedly the drug use. And I think that it's just taking a toll on her. And then not to mention too, to be honest with you, even though I love her to death, I don't think she's really been herself since she first came out. And you only can
It's
play a role for
in
so
this
long
live that
before
saying they
stuff
saw
starts
it.
cracking.
I'm telling y'all.
Like you only can portray an image for so long before it starts to crack and people see the real you. So when she first came out, she knows that was all a facade. Barbie this, Barbie that. That wasn't truly her. She wanted to be gutter. She wanted to be on her Remy, Little Kim.
Talk about it.
Push you out the car type stuff. But they chose to push her in a different direction. So now I think we're starting to really see who she is, and then not to mention too, and she's starting to talk in circles with a whole bunch of gibberish. Like she's always
she's on that.
She's always been talking gibberish though. Like some of her raps made no sense. Like I remember like one of her lines are like quack quack, you're a duck in a chicken zoo. And it's like that makes no sense. So
what song was that one?
She's rapping. When she was on live talking to her fans, she would just be talking and just be like, yeah. Like, what are you doing, girl? It's almost like when you go to the corner store and you see the neighborhood crackhead, you be like, hey, I'll do a trick for you if you give me $25. It's giving that type of vibe. Like, what is
man? I'll suck yo.
Right.
The song is "You Stupid Ho."
Right. Well, guys, we almost been on here for an hour and a half. We will be doing the after show at. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. And we only really had like 2 subjects. It's crazy. I knew it was going to take a long time because it's a lot to
get a channel together. I never hate to end it.
No, but we are going to be doing the after show at 9. So about in 20 minutes. I'll send you guys the link as well. The after show will be members only. So make sure you guys become a member. And no, I'm not lowering the prices. You got to pay your damn $6.99 since y'all out there snitching.
You're going to make me be a member of your channel because you're a member of my channel. Okay. I see how you do it.
Gotcha.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Right. But before we end, I want to go ahead and do a roundtable of last thoughts, and then of course where the people can find you on either topic or just whatever you want to say. Avatar Van Zandt, I'm gonna start with you. Go to Levon and then Sweet Pea.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me. I have really enjoyed myself tonight. I can't wait to be invited back. I love you, AT2.
Love
the
you
panel
too.
Was popping. Sweet Pea. I definitely love you, and Levon too.
Nice
Hopefully we can do this again soon. Yeah, nice to meet both of you.
Do you have a channel?
Yeah, it's called AT2 _ for real.
Hey, thank you for the promo right there.
Anytime, boo.
Hey, you'll see Van Zandt around. You won't even see her coming, literally, right, Van Zandt?
Period.
I love her voice. She has a beautiful voice.
Oh,
she has one of those
you.
radio voices.
Ooh.
She does.
She does.
And Levon, what about you? Your final thoughts?
I guess I just want to say that it's important for everybody to. I want to encourage people speaking the truth and saying whatever they have to say, because it really does help other people just to know that they're not alone. Someone else has went through it as well. So speaking your truth is very, very important. And I want more people to do that. And then you can find me everywhere, Levon Gittins. That's my name pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Twitter.
And go buy his books.
And go
I'm still trying to get that goddamn trilogy.
Go buy my book.
Yes, he got the girls out tonight. I see the girls is out. Got the girls out tonight. I like that tank top you got on.
Thank you. It's pink.
You look good. Your complexion. Yeah, you look like you smell good too.
Mm-hmm.
I wear peppermint essential oils.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Levon looks like a Jason Lee type. That's what Levon looked like.
The light skin Goa.
No comment.
The light skin Goa.
Hey, Sweetie, where the people can find you at your final thoughts?
Sweetie Diaries. You know what, guys? I'm looking at the chat and I see people saying little things like stop bringing each other down. Let me tell you guys something. We have to normalize holding people accountable. Just because you hold someone accountable does not mean you are bringing them down.
Right.
You want to see people do better at the end of the day. If we want to root for Nicki Minaj, we want her to do better. So we can't, we can't condone her behavior. We have to call it out, expose it so that she can do better.
Yeah.
We don't want her to remain where she is. You don't want to watch someone crash and burn that you love. If you love your queen, you need to request that she does better. Exactly. She is in a position to affect millions of people.
Millions.
She needs to do better because what it's giving right now, it is pathetic, and she is a better woman than that. We've all witnessed that she can be better and she can do better. And to end that with, you can find me on the Sweet Pea Diaries on YouTube.
She puts off the whole Trinidad.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like we love Nicki Minaj, and
there's no hate over here. We're not a hate Nicki Minaj channel.
I'm Barty, but at the end of the day, I don't hate Nicki Minaj. I am disappointed with Nicki Minaj because the Nicki that I know, that I grew up on, that I watched. This is not her, and this is not it. She need to dump that zero. She need to go get some treatment, and she need to come back out and regain her career and her popularity. Because if she just keeps going like this, she gonna lose everything she got, and he gonna sit right there, and he's going to watch it because he don't have shit to lose.
Yep.
What the hell is his job?
He don't have nothing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and we've seen this time and time again, with different celebrities. Y'all are not going to make me feel bad or shun me for speaking out about her possibly doing drugs. No. I'm not scared to talk about it. At the end of the day, I said what the hell I said.
Exactly.
Somebody needs to intervene because I do not want to lose her. She's too talented.
And she is too young, and she has a young son at the end of the day. And if his father is an SO, do you want him to be left with his father? He needs his mother, and he needs a healthy
mother. Father can't go nowhere. He can't go to the school. He can't go to Chuck E. Cheese. He can't go to Disney World.
Well, look, the father was just around Rihanna's niece.
I saw that. I don't know how that happened.
I think he's gonna get in trouble for that.
So today has been a lovely show. It has been great. I don't want the Rihanna now. Rihanna, you can't mess with Rihanna because they'll definitely catch you.
Riri can't do no wrong. She can smoke her blunts. I don't care.
I love Rihanna, yeah. But thank you to my panelists. This has been a great show. I said 9 o'clock, but I might move it to like 9:05 for the after show just to give people a little time.
Well, let me go get my card so I can give you some of that.
And shout out to Sweet Pea Diaries. And I want to say on a serious note, Sweet Pea, thank you for sharing your story because I know it's not easy sharing stuff like that. And just being so brave and just being so relatable because you're not the only one that has been through a situation like that. Unfortunately, you're one of many. And just hearing somebody share their story, we greatly appreciate that. So thank you, Sweet Pea.
You're welcome. Now, I need everyone in this chat and in the comments when you're watching the replay, I need you to pray against my neighbor upstairs. She killed my goddamn puppy.
Yes, and we're gonna talk about that on the after show.
No,
guess what? I showed you guys the white one, but I went and got another little brown one today.
Oh, you did?
I had to go, and I felt like she robbed me of the baby experience. So
your neighbor killed your dog for real?
Yeah,
that's not a joke. She was serious.
Yeah, she ran over she hit my puppy.
Yo, get revenge. F that B. Get revenge.
She not just my puppy. She ran over my daughter and the puppy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the boyfriend with the car, but that's a whole nother story. But yes, I went and got a 9-week-old. He's so sweet. His name is Evan. So now I have Evan and Charlie. And when I brought Evan home tonight, Charlie was mad, child. He was like, "Oh, hell no!"
Like another dog,
playing.
Right? Not another one.
One is a English cream retriever, and the other one is the golden retriever. So one is 15 weeks and one is 9 weeks. So they're gonna grow up together.
Oh, that's awesome. See, it turned out to be a happy ending, but unfortunately you had to go through the bullshit to
it was heartbreaking. Losing the animals, like losing a family member.
Yeah.
It really is. Some people feel like, oh, it's just an animal. No,
I need
it really
the root
is
workers.
a family.
If you are a root worker in the chat, I need you to work some roots.
I got you. I'll go talk to
not the roots.
I'll go talk to the trees.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. As always, we always have a good time, and I appreciate you as well. And we were on Perry's show. Shout out to Perry Sanders. He was in the chat earlier. Shout out to Perry. Thank you for coming on my show. After that show, coming on here and just talking the shit, shooting the shit, and everything like that. So I appreciate you. And Miss Van Zant, thank you for always coming through, entertaining us. And I figure, what other way to end out the show than to play your song where I was dancing, doing the WAP and everything. Yes.
That's who she is. I love that.
You didn't recognize the voice?
Oh shit! I love that, girl. You are amazing. I love that.
And make sure you guys check out the after show. It's going to start in 20 minutes. Thank you guys. Love you. Deuces.
Bye.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly. I know you're just an avatar, but baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you're just an avatar, but baby girl, you wear real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they pressed to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah. Monica, avatar. But baby girl, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you just an avatar. But baby girl, you wear it well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they pressed to find ya.